Hey, Chicago BBW. Let me get all the live chat coming up. How you doing? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know you can hear me. Okay, cool. Hey, son. Y'all. Hey, V Griffin. What's up, baby? So when I go pay my bills, I usually go to the post office, but one of the times I went in the post office, the line was out the door. Hey, Edward, man, what's up? The line was out the door, so I went to the grocery store, I got everything right in my area. Yeah, yeah. Well, I guess they got people that are now working back in our offices, but the executive or CEO, whoever, president, he said that if you're high risk, that will be 100% work from home. So hallelujah, because I really don't want to go back in that office. I like working from home, and even when this is over, I'm gonna have to talk to them. I have some other health issues, and we just noticed that those are doing really good with work from home. And to me, if I'm not like the babies that don't show up to work, so it should not be a problem with me working from home. As a matter of fact, I'm off on Sundays, so I work 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. So I'll start out like I started out Saturday, and that means I'm gonna be off Sunday. So I always tell people I have 2.5 or 3.5 days off, because some weeks I'm supposed to have 3 days off, other weeks I'm supposed to have 4 days off. But I usually tell them I have 2.5 because you get off early in the morning on the day you're supposed to get off on. Being a former truck driver, we're used to working them crazy shifts. Sorry, I'm cleaning up this desk. We used to work in the crazy shifts, so that's not a problem. Whew, I got a lot to tell y'all. Well, it's gonna be kind of a rant. Let me see who all is in here. We don't have a lot of people in here right now. All right, I'm just gonna get into it. That way we don't sit and waste no time. First of all, how's everybody doing? How all y'all doing? Who's on the road and who's not on the road? And if you see me looking, I'm just maneuvering stuff on the side of this desk. So who's on the road and who's not on the road right now? Let's see if anybody's talking. Who's driving and who's not driving? Who's at home? Okay, nobody's saying nothing. Look, y'all can tell I drank some juice. I got juicy juice on the side. I had some apple juice. Okay. Edward, I had a guy, he used to be one of our admins on the trucker 411, and he was talking about doing hot shots. I don't know how much money's made in that. I don't know a lot about the industry. Some people told me it's not good money. I don't know. I think anything can be good if you find a niche in it. Even like a lot of the drivers that we were following, and JJ knows this. Some of the big name drivers we were following who, I'm gonna have my own trucking company. They trying to become a Knight, a Swift, and have their own become a little mogul. A lot of them did not make it. Hey Danielle. A lot of them did not make it in trucking, and trying to think, my mind is going. A lot of them did not make it with independent ownership, and owning your own truck, the maintenance on it, fuel. Unfortunately, me and Nikki aren't talking, but I really wanted to do an interview with her, and it just never seemed to happen, and I don't know why. But just even her, she said she had lost so much money. She said I had to tap out. I started laughing. But it's nice to have the freedom. But if you don't, some people don't realize is some of these companies like Knight and Swift and CR England and Pride Transport, those people are all related. So if one of them gets in trouble, all they have to do is reach out to the other family member, and that family member can spot them the cash in order to get them by. you know, if you independent and on your own and you don't have that kind of support system, it's hard to survive. As a matter of fact, I talked to one of my former neighbors when I was living, when I had come off the road for the 5 years, I was living in some apartments that I really liked. I told you guys I got gentrified out of them. They actually kicked all of us out. I mean, they had tenants that had been there 20, 30, 40 years. And it was a little apartment complex up the street called Pasadena Gardens. They didn't call that no more. Old complex, but it was cool. Built like 1950. I like old complexes. I like old buildings. Like, I don't know that I'm ever going to necessarily buy property here in Arizona again because I don't know what time frame we got on this planet. But okay. Yeah, I understand. I know what hot shots are. It's usually just like just a regular truck, and they have a trailer attached to them. Some carry all sorts of stuff you can carry. But I don't know the industry well enough, I'm saying, on the business side, what the money looks like. I know somebody was talking about doing it. I know DCI Jams told me, I guess he sent me a message that he broke his leg or something, and he's down and I guess he bought himself a Peterbilt. I don't know all the details. I didn't know he did that. I don't know if he's still with Werner. I have no idea. But, you know, I'm wishing him a speedy recovery because breaking anything is not your friend. I broke an ankle, and that is just not your friend. Oh, by the way, if you guys are watching this, give us a like, thumbs up, share it out, subscribe, please do. That'll bless us. We got a couple more channels. We got a Revelation Life Ministry channel, and you can reach us on Facebook. We got the Trucker 411, and then there's other members of the Trucker 411 that you can hook up with on there. JJ has a channel, Chi-Town Trucker, so you can go visit him. D-Boy Stance has a channel. You can go visit her. So those are the main people. Laura, who runs our news, she doesn't really have a channel, but she's on there doing news. Anyway, so that's just a little shout out, y'all. Where was I at? But yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you much about the hot shots. Anyway, yeah, you can tap out and people lose their shirt. But a lot of these companies, you know, like the Knights and the Swifts, those companies are so big that when you deal with those particular companies, you can easily, you know, they easily can depend on each other in a pinch. I think that's one of the reasons why Swift reach out to Knight to take them over, is because they have a relationship, they have a family, you know, family relationship. It's kind of the thing, like I said, trucking is mainly a family-based industry. That much I picked up right away. It's all based on family. Netting. This is the netting y'all saw stretched out outside. I'm gonna probably put some more up. For now, I'm doing straightening up my desk. I'll be ordering some stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and have the movers. Tomorrow's gonna be calling movers and getting prices. Actually, I gotta call my storage unit, find the size of the storage unit, and then get prices on the moving company. And then I gotta talk to her, because if I can't find the keys for the lock, I'm gonna have to find out how much they're gonna charge me to cut the lock off, because that stuff has been in storage over 3 years. And yeah, I did cut the hair. This right here, y'all, I had a really bad hair bump up here. Y'all know I'm thinning already. So I had I don't know if it's ingrown hair or what it was. Hey, H.E. Bach, what's up, baby? I had a really bad hair bump. So I went, you know, I'm a person, if it bugs me, I keep scratching at it. Then I got tweezers, and then I just start picking at it. I'm sorry, I'm going to be honest. Until I pop that puppy and pull the hair out. It drives me nuts, because it kind of like it hurts until you get relief, until you get the ingrown hair out. And then once you get the ingrown hair out, it's like, oh, it's like your friend. But I needed to, so I was like, you know what, it's a hot mess. I need to go in and shave it down so it's neater. And I'm already thin on top, so I like keeping it low cut. You laughing at me and the ingrown hair. It's like the fly in the truck, y'all. There's certain things that I got to deal with. A blackhead, an ingrown hair, whoo, and a fly. Whoo, Jesus. Those are things that are like pet peeves. So I finally got out there. I was trying to get the tweezers, and it's hard to see, and I could feel it. So I just kept picking until I got it out. And all of a sudden I pulled it. I was like, oh, it's like the golden ticket. And you feel instant relief. It's like you know you got it, even though you might not be able to see it. You're like, I got it. You don't know. You might pull out 20 hairs to get to that one, but you can see that one was the ingrown hair. You happy. I know it's weird. You happy. Anyway, y'all, I just got on here because I was bored, and I was like, well, let me also tell my saga. And plus, I want to put a negative out on the company. So I ordered, because like I said, I don't have any furniture really in here. I've been actually using an air mattress to sleep in here. And I done went through a couple, and it was just really, I just been existing in this apartment. And I kind of like, okay, Shannon, you need to move your stuff in. It was funny because I had a Facebook post come up of the last apartment I was in when I was here before I went back over the road. And I saw, oh, I miss my bookshelves. All this stuff is sitting in storage. So I was like, okay, so you got to do it. And I got to do it even during this time. So I got to call around the companies and make sure that my big thing, I just want you to wear a mask. I get that you're using your hands. I mean, I get that. I use gloves. Gloves are not 100%. As a matter of fact, one of the negatives about most of the gloves is that they're rubber or plastic. And if the virus gets on there, it can sit on there for, as we know, with plastic and rubber, about 3 days. 3 days on plastic, rubber, and metal. So immediately you have to have a methodology to how you get your gloves off. I still wear gloves when I go out. I now own a mask. I'm still waiting for the Asian mask. I just reached out to them today because that was supposed to be here the end of last month, and we're almost at the end of this month in June. And I reached out. They said they're crediting back my shipping charges. We'll see if that happens. If not, I'll be going through my credit card company to go ahead and dispute and get credit. They're trying to keep me waiting, but I'm like, yeah, I'm good. It's supposed to be coming from China. They show it going through China Post, and but then it never gets here to the U.S. So I don't know what, and all it is a kit of masks. I don't know whether this is legitimate or not. There are different reviews. It was through Wish. I ordered a mask through a U.S. company called Fast Ship face mask. And these kids in Florida came up with the company to make masks. It's a pretty decent little mask. I wore it to the grocery store the other day. Otherwise, I've been wearing my little painter's mask, and I've been reusing those, and I'll keep those up until I want to have at least a couple. Because my personal opinion is, guys, this is going to be around for a good 6 months to a year. I don't think we're going to have any resolution to this until end of the year or maybe into next year. I could be wrong. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but you have to realize Ebola was with us. Ebola finally, it kind of went through their population and then it stopped. And then Ebola came back. When it came over here to the U.S., that's the first time it came back. Some of y'all too young to remember the first Ebola that hit Africa. It was bad. And then with us now being a global community, it bridged itself over here to the U.S. And, nobody really cared because some black folks dying in Africa. They didn't care about them folks. They're people of color and they poor. So, you had medical professionals that went over there because that's their calling in life to try to treat them. But in reality, it wasn't good. So with this virus, I kind of looking at it in that same vein. Like I said, I could be very wrong and there could be something to cure tomorrow. I'll be shocked. But yeah, I'm good. But anyway, I'm work from home. Some of the people are still in the office. I already talked to my doctor because if they would have made me go back in or talk to me, I was on the process of talking to my doctor and talking with whoever I need to talk to, even in HR, and just say, hey, this is a health issue. I have too many severe diabetic, high blood pressure, and I have a blood clotting disorder, and I do have a lung that has been damaged due to the blood clot disorder. I breathe and stuff, but I breathe. I'm short of breath, so y'all hear how I breathe. And then, I'm also have sleep apnea too, so I got a whole laundry list. Part of this being fat. The hereditary thing, it doesn't matter. I could be skinny as a stick. I will still have the blood clotting disorder. That's a blood disorder. Has nothing to do with weight. But yesterday, my boss asked me to work, and I worked as long as I could. I was tired. I had to get up and walk like 4 or 5 times. I was barely hanging on because I didn't know they were going to call me into work, and I only had an hour's worth of sleep because, like I said, I worked from 4 to 4 a.m. And by the time I started hitting the late hours, I was barely making it. So I made it till about 2:30. I was going to work till 4. But I got most of what I was supposed to do done. The calls started dying off about 7. They would pick up every so often. And then I went, because I was so tired on my lunch, went and took a nap and overslept by about 40 minutes. So I put that in there because I'm honest. I'm not going to sit. I don't believe in lying to people about just stuff I'm not going to lie to you about. But like I said, it wasn't even my work day. And I'm salary, so it wasn't even a work day. So really, I think I did try to help out as best I can, but I could tell I was barely making it. It's one of the ones, like if I was in the truck, I would have just gone and called and said the load gonna be late, and I would have parked the truck and just gone about in the bunk, because I would have been flipped over on the side of the road. It's when you know that your body is done. My body was done. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to the movers, work that out. But I needed to order. I ordered a bed, so I'm gonna get to that. So I ordered a platform frame from Amazon, and then I found a really good deal on a 12-inch memory foam mattress, firm. It was infused with charcoal and green tea something. I don't know. But anyway, so it had this, some kind of infusion. And 12-inch, and it was like 250 something. With taxes, I forgot what it came up to, around 280 something. But anyway, these people were supposed to ship the mattress. Now, what happens when you go through Amazon, Walmart, on Walmart.com, Amazon, I'm a Prime member on Amazon, there are other people who sell through Amazon. The good thing about Amazon is Amazon will drop ship for third-party companies. So if you get your product to Amazon and store it at one of their warehouses, they'll go ahead and drop ship your product right from the Amazon. They'll keep it in stock. And as your customers buy, they'll ship it for you. You ain't got to even deal with the shipping. You get your little kickback in your account and they ship everything for you. So there's people who've made good money. They become kind of millionaires and, have a good stream of income off Amazon if you could come up with a product. Well, on Walmart.com, they had this really good deal on that mattress because I'm like 12 inches a mattress, a 12-inch mattress, and it was $250 something on sale. They had cut the price, supposedly original price like a $400 mattress. Y'all know that's just crap. But anyway, I was like, cool, that'll work. Queen size. Well, I ordered the frame and the mattress on the exact same day. So from Amazon, I ordered the frame, and I can tell you that I ordered before March 22nd, okay? So before March 22nd, everything was ordered, both Amazon as well as Walmart, okay? Hey, Rochelle, what's up, baby? So I ordered the frame from Amazon. I ordered the mattress from Walmart. Now, Walmart was going through a third-party vendor, and so was Amazon. It was a third-party vendor, both of them. The frame was coming from a third-party vendor through Amazon, and the bed was coming through a third-party vendor from Walmart.com. So, no lie, Amazon told me the frame wasn't going to be here until June 8th. Walmart told me that the mattress wasn't going to be here till June 10th. So, I'm like, okay, no problem. They're both coming about the same time. That's perfect. Danielle had left a bed. I'm going to talk about that company too. So let's talk about the air mattress too. So Danielle, when she came, she picked up an air mattress from a company called Intex, which we got at Walmart. Now, she didn't want the one you had to pump up. She got the Self Airing Mattress. It was about $70, okay, 68 something. She bought that because I told her, I said, look, only mattresses I got are the ones that are on the floor. And I said, but right now, I ain't got the budget. So you got either the ones on the floor or you got to do whatever you got to do. So I said, you got to get your own, I hate to do you like that, but that's my money was long, but you got a free place to stay, shower, and we'll get you to where you want to go eat and hang out. That was just real. That's real. And so Danielle picked up the queen size air mattress from Intex. While she's in there, I kept hearing her, you hear it keep turning on. I'm like, okay. And so that next morning she said, sis, you might have to take that mattress back. She left it for me. She said, I think it has an air leak. I said, okay. Brand new out the box. So I said, well, just leave it up and we'll see. So, because it did say in the instructions that it does this expansion stuff, right? So, sure enough, brand new in the box. I turn around and, we get back in there. Danielle had gone. She stayed for like, I think 2 days. She gone, and then the mattress got soggy. So it automatically told me there's a leak somewhere. I packaged it back up, took it up there to Walmart. And when I got in there, that was at the height of the pandemic, like the very introduction of it. And that's when everybody went crazy for the toilet paper and whatever else. And when I went into Walmart, there was no queens. It was like 2 full-size self-airing. So I grabbed the full-size self-airing and I just brought that. I was sleeping I had 2 mattresses here from my friend Regina, who was here, who was thinking about coming down to my company, and it didn't work out for her. I had 2 mattresses from her and her son. I would just use those because mine that I had got a leak in it until I was going to buy a mattress. And so I was like, okay. And y'all, I'm very frugal. Actually, I'm cheap. I'll be honest. I've gotten to the point now I'm very cheap. I have to watch myself. Used to be that I would go and if I liked something, I bought it. But now it's like I was looking at a futon, thinking about getting a futon for this living room in case Danielle, once things cool out, Danielle and my friend Shanae come down because this is a 1-bedroom. And I just pull out a futon. Futons work wonders. They just wonderful. I love futons. The logic behind that was genius. I'm looking on there. I don't like the color green in the sense of green for anything in the house. Well, they had a futon mattress for $150 for a 10-inch, I think it was 10-inch futon mattress. I was like, That'll work. I'm gonna order that. Child, bye. I'm saying bye. I went to order. I went on there. That went up 100. It was green. I didn't care what. It could have been pink with polka dots. I would have ordered it and just bought a cover later. Because any of the 10-inch mattresses that I've seen have been $200+. So I'm thinking this is a hell of a deal. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to the. So I was gonna do that. So we'll get back to the futon mattress later. But anyway, let's get back to Danielle. So I took the mattress back. This is Intex. Talk about air mattress, and I'm gonna get to the mattress I ordered. So I took the mattress back, got another Intex mattress with the self-airing. Horrible. Y'all, if you go to Walmart and you get those Intex, do not get their self-airing mattresses from Intex. Get the ones where you have the separate, blow it up. Those last a lot better, a lot longer. That mattress out the box, the self-airings, both the queen and the full, both have air leaks. I contacted, because I didn't use it right away, I'm past the 30 days, but I think you might be able to take it back 90 days. I haven't tried yet. I'm probably go to Walmart and try. Y'all, I don't like being in the Petri dish. If I can work it where you just deliver to this house, that's where we at right now. I try to be in and out the Petri dish as fast as possible. Like I said, I got a lot of issues, right? So I'm not trying to be Shannon don't want to be in the hospital. I spent 6 months in and out the hospital, age 29. Last time I was in the hospital was in my late 30s. I had another blood clot in my leg when I was working at the University of Phoenix. I had a really bad DVT I missed a couple doses of my medicine, and I can't miss medicine doses, and I formed a clot, and it was bad. And I was in the hospital at the city of Tempe, St. Luke's for a week with my blood clotting disorder issue. And yeah, I'm not I don't. The hospital is not your friend. Even if you don't end up with COVID, hospitals are not they just not your friend. Woo! If God takes me, just make sure my Lord, let my life be right and take me in my sleep. I just do not want to go at the hospital. Ooh, or nursing home. Oh, God, no. So anyway, then I took that mattress back, got this one. So finally I popped the box on this one. The mattress leaks just like the other one. Actually, it's horrible. There's a whole bunch of issues with this mattress. And so the company says on the box, don't take back to the store. Call us. I done call the company. You call the company and they tell you, oh, you got to wait to go to their website, or they don't have. Horrible. So I did a form on the website, sent something, never heard back from this Intex company. So Intex, you suck. Public video, you sucks. Especially when it comes down to your self-airing mattresses. They're horrible, horrible, horrible. Hey, Kathy, what's up, baby? So and you, back to you, mama. I turn around and tried to contact them, no response. So Intex and me done. Their floor mattresses, their little $20 mattresses, I have like the one that Regina left that's okay. I was stacking her and her sons on top, but one of them got a bubble in it, so I had to throw it out. And the other one is on the floor. And y'all see how fat I am. I'm too fat to be rolling up off this tile, because the entire apartment is tile. My entire apartment is tile flooring. Well, the problem with the air mattress, I took the first one back. So the receipt I have is an exchange receipt where they exchanged it for this one that I have. I don't want people to think I'm dicking them over, but I would rather them just give me 2 of the regular airing mattresses or whatever would equate to that and call it a day. Okay. V. Griffith is talking about it. So I think I might try to take it back to Walmart, because I think on the box it says something about 90 days. I'm not worried about them refunding the money. I'm not the one that spent the money. Danielle is. But I just want a quality product. So what I may do is attempt to take it back again. I still have the exchange receipt, and see whether they will exchange it for one of their other non-built-in, the self-airing. The self-airing, stay away from them. Them is bad. Well, anyway, so I said it's time to get a bed. It's time to get a bed. It's time to live in this apartment like a person and not like I'm just existing. So y'all see, because I'm working from home, I bought the chair. This is a gaming chair. I'm not in love with the chair. It's okay. This is not the fat people chair. It will hold weight. I just needed a temporary chair where I could sit at this desk. The goal of this chair is, I'll get it, and it's like a $99 chair. I'll use it for the time being. I was looking for the fat people chair, but every time I would find one at a good price, they would sell out of them. And that's because you had so many people working from home. So everybody's buying their own kind of chairs, right? And they would sell out. And so the other ones that are fat people chair, they like 500, 600. I'm like, oh, no, no. Okay, see you then, V. Griffith. So the next thing I know, this chair right here, I might keep it and just put it in the room because I believe I have another desk in storage. And I know that if it's the desk, I think it is, it's my, oh shoot, what's it called? It's my, what are those things called? They use them when they sawhorse. I got it from IKEA. It has 2 sawhorses. And then the glass top has like the word love or something like that in all the different languages. And so I don't think I ever got rid of that. I think I still have it. Again, I ain't seen this stuff for 3 years. I forgot what I had in there. I think I got this. I know I have like electronics. I'm a big electronics fan. I know I have a TV in there, and I didn't realize my TV was as big as it was till I saw it in an old Facebook post that popped up as a reminder. And I'm like, oh, that is a big little TV. I forgot I had it in there. Because I don't watch regular TV. I watch through, what's that, Roku? That's what I use. I use Roku, and I use all web-based TV, which I watch on my laptops. And I got so used to being in the truck watching stuff on the phone, even though it's not a big screen. I'm not like the kids that need the biggest and best. As you get older, those things aren't as important. So I turn around. I contact Intex. Intex does not do any return, any email, nothing back. Horrible customer service. The next company was the mattress. So when I ordered the bed and the mattress, like I said, I ordered them before the 22nd. So I ordered them end of March, and I ordered them before the 22nd. Amazon, I no lie, that mattress was here within 3 to 4 days from the time I ordered it. They said the frame. The frame was here within 3 to 4 days from the time I ordered it. That came from, I believe, directly from the customer, not from Amazon. Amazon didn't ship it. It was coming from the customer. As soon as that customer got that order, they shipped that frame out. That frame showed up UPS to my house within about 3 to 4 days after I ordered it. Yes, it did. So on the 22nd, I received a message from Walmart saying that the shipper for the bed mattress had shipped the mattress. Again, the mattress wasn't supposed to be here until the 10th of June. So they had on Walmart's site that the mattress had shipped through FedEx, and they had this tracking number. Well, I'm a person that watches my tracking. Plus, you can sign up for what they call alerts. So that way, if I had to leave here and go to the store, if I decide to venture out and go get a veggie pizza across the street, if I'm in the back, I know days that I tend to watch the door more to make sure. I haven't had one product removed from my steps, and that was because I was at work and forgot they were delivering it, and it got delivered, and when I got home, it wasn't here. So normally if I'm here, they don't bother nothing at my front door. Anyway, so I'm here, and I'm putting in to see what the tracking is. Well, the tracking number don't work at FedEx. So I contact Walmart. I said, look, I'm putting this tracking number in, and somebody done made a mistake. And ma'am, I like to watch, my tracking. I get some woman over in Asia, and she talks in a language, and she says, well, ma'am, or the accent, and she says, we're going to put it, she says, you're right. It's not working, and I'm reaching out to second level support. So what they did is they sent a message to this company. Now, the company through Walmart is called Best Choice Products, okay? Y'all can go Google them. You can look them up. They have other products. So I was like, okay. So she says, and I'm like, this number didn't work. It had a D in front of it. It was a weird tracking number for FedEx. So I turned around and I waited a couple days, never get an email. All I got was an email asking me to review this lady. But I never got any other email from Walmart regarding what the resolution was as far as this company. So Shannon did her own investigation. Trucker Doll went ahead and I reached out and I went and I found the company. I then researched who do they ship through. And they ship through a company called OnTrack. So I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all ain't never had a heard of OnTrack, they ghetto as hell. One of the worst shipping companies. I used to work for a medical supply company called Apria. Apria occasionally used on track to send supplies to customers. They horrible. I'm just gonna say they horrible. We won't talk about not products not showing up. Days later, your products show up. Horrible, horrible, horrible shipping company. Ye had told cheap, horrible. Well, turn around and I reach out to best choice products. And I tell them, and I go look up to see about the tracking. And I put it in there, and absolutely, it actually shows that tracking number they gave to Walmart was for On Track. But the kicker was all On Track shows, and I got photos of it, is that the product, that they printed a label, but they never delivered the product to On Track or had On Track come pick it up to ship it to me. Product was $250 with whatever fees and taxes, $280 something, okay? So that's almost $300 of my money tied up in me not getting anything and you not doing your dang job. Again, I don't have a problem waiting till the 10th, but you told Walmart you shipped this product. Now, the location where this was supposed to be coming out of is Ontario, California. That's Southern Cal, y'all. I'm going to tell you, as a truck driver, you can go in between Arizona and California, Southern Cal in a day, 6 hours. 6 to 8 hours, and you're there. So I turn around, and I'm like, okay, have patience. It just basically, so what it's showing is like they printed a label, and they just have this sitting in their freaking warehouse, just sitting. Okay? So I'm like, this is weird. But you done told Walmart you done shipped the product. And you shipped it through FedEx. That's a lie, too. So week 2 goes by. Problem is the air mattress has a leak, and it's, I call it squishy. So when I get in there, I squish and then have to air it like Danielle, airing it all the time. Turn around, and I'm like, okay. Praying this mattress come. The frame is here. I'm just really waiting on the mattress. The frame is here. It's here. My next order is going to be the futon, and then we're going to get the furniture, the rest of the furniture in here, and then I'm going to order 2 leather chairs. One, because I like leather chairs with ottomans. Some people like recliners. I've had a recliner before. I like a leather chair where you get in, it sucks you in, and you put your foot up on the ottoman. I don't know, it's just kind of my thing. That's just my thing. That's the kind of chair I like. I'm okay with recliners. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why I associate it, but it might be because of grumpy. I just associate recliners with being highly lazy. I don't know, because all he does is he stretches it out and goes to sleep and snores in his chair. Hold on, y'all. I got to go check on the water outside. We'll water it. Y'all walking with me. Hold on. Let's go outside. And it's been nice today. I was out here on the back. It's really nice today. And I talked to my truck driver neighbor. I'll talk about that in a minute. My former neighbor. I'll talk about that in a minute. And we got 2 delicata squash in here now. Oh, we got more than one. So we're watering. Everybody getting water. And, here, let me turn everything around. Y'all can see real quick. So I moved the mint. This right here, everything's been moved out of it. I'm probably going to repurpose that dirt and deal with that later because I need to deal with getting a good drip system set up on it. I got a new plant method. I soak the seeds, and I'm noticing I get better pops. So if y'all can see, stuff is popping down there. That's ginger back there, and it is growing. I pulled one of the rhizomes up, and it looks good. This right here is a striped bell, and I don't know what else I'm going to plant with it. That is my tomatoes. That's the only thing. My tomatoes, I'm getting flowers, but I have not gotten any fruit or vegetables yet. But then that's a cucumber plant. I don't know if that, what is this? I think that's a squash plant. I think it's a squash plant, y'all. So I think it's butternut squash. Oh, this is my yard loans, spaghetti squash, and corn. I'm using the 3 sisters right here. And I'll explain that later. That's the 3 sisters. method. That's the Native American way of growing plants. All of those plants help each other. That back there, I put 2 new okra plants in. I'm going to probably end up pulling one out. And I think that's my striped bell. I'm hoping it's the striped bell pepper because I know it's not the lettuce. I did have a lettuce back there, but I think that's the striped bell. And this is, I think this might be another delicata, or it's either a lemon cucumber. I can't remember. That's pumpkin. That's not pumpkin. That's sweet potato. That's jalapeno and a marigold. I believe that's a marigold. And I told y'all I broke my 1 tomato plant. Well, he actually, it's funny, that's lettuce. And that's that one that I broke, but I have another one of them growing over here somewhere. And these 2. So my tomato plants I'm kind of concerned about. I'll be ordering some amendments for that. Anyway, let me turn this around. And then I think it gets a little hot here. Hold on for a minute. Y'all got my hand in the way. It gets hot, so I'm going to have a shade cloth put up back there. I'm ordering that off of Amazon coming up this next week. And my real estate lady, when we were living over at Pasadena Gardens, there was a guy named Tony who's her maintenance man. And I might end up using him, or I'll use Joe's. But Tony's cheaper. Anyway, I have him come out. Put the shade cloth up. The water hose is a hose that was here when I bought the property. Excuse me, when I rented the property. Whoever put it on there, they have a splitter. They put that splitter on there with death grip, so I can't get the splitter off. I think I have a Dremel in my storage. I could cut it off, but I'm gonna see whether he can get it off. I've been going out there spraying liquid wrench in there, but I might need PB Blaster, which would break it. And then even the water hose, whoever put that on there, they put it on there with death grip. And the water hose is bad. It needs to be tossed because it's cracked in a whole bunch of places. So I'm going to buy a new water hose and all that too. And I'm going to get a better drip system out there, or at least go back through that drip system and get it working right. I just haven't done it because it was hot. Anyway, back to the bed. So I ordered the bed mattress from the company's called Best Choice Products through Amazon, through Walmart. Ordered this dang mattress. These people ain't shipped nothing. So I told y'all the 22nd, we now in what? Going on the 2nd week of June? Supposed to be here on the 10th. Trying to be patient, but something just didn't feel right in my, the old people say, it's in McCraw, something ain't right with this company. So I finally contacted the company and I said, look, I've reached out to you to ask you originally I reached out to find out who they shipped through. I later find that out through digging through their website that they use OnTrack, and that's when I put the number in there to find out that the label had been created, but the product has not been received by OnTrack for shipping, nor it doesn't show anything. It shows nothing. So I reached out to them and I tried to call. I get a recording, oh, COVID-19 and and there might be delays with shipping and and oh, by the way, we're not answering our phones. Go to our website and send us a message and we'll respond. So I go to the website, put a message in, get an instant reply. They have a form. Reply says, oh, we're backed up on everything. We'll reply within 48 hours. That was like 2-3 weeks ago. No reply. A couple days later after that, I do another one. So I do 2 messages almost every week. No reply to any of my messages. At this point, we're coming down to the 10th. I go on to OnTrack. They ain't giving the product. Now, again, I know there's going to be 3 or 4 days that you need to ship the product because normally it's going to go from whatever shipping facility warehouse, gets on the truck, then it comes out here, they unload it to another truck, to a local truck, to OnTrack, then they go deliver to your house. But it's a process that it goes through, okay? So this is not going to be something where it's going to be just 6 to 8 hours and it's going to be here at my house. So I know that shipment should have taken place sometime between Friday of last week and today. So at this point, everything in me was call Walmart. So I got on Walmart.com, sent my message. They do a call back to you. The little Asian lady again, she picks up. Her name was Nikki. And I tell her what's going on. She says, oh, yeah, I see you called before. Or we called you before. I'm like, yes, ma'am, you called me before. And she said, she goes, she says, I'm going to have to get you to second level support because obviously this still hasn't been fixed for you. So get second level support, which is US. That's US. So I got a sister here in the US. I'll tell she was a sister. And her name was Vivian, which was kind of ironic because Nikki and Vivian right up from each other, and I remember the names. So her name was Vivian, and I said, ma'am, look, I'm going to be a little frustrated. It's not personal towards you. I am frustrated. So I proceeded to tell her what took place. She already had started seeing the notes. I said, here is my problem. Let me go over this with you. I said, the first problem with this whole thing is this company is shady. I said, when there is no contact back, I get you say you're busy and you're going to reply, but I should be getting some kind of personalized reply from them. I said, and I didn't see a reply from you either. I said, I contacted you guys right when I realized that the tracking number was not correct in conjunction with FedEx. I said, on my own research, I've gone there and I said, I realize now they're tracking through another company, but the company they're tracking through, they don't even show this product has been delivered, but they told you they shipped it, but they're not even replying to me. And she said, yep. She said, well, we have a policy at Walmart. I think it was like 24 something hours for the shipper to resolve the issue if they're using third-party vendors, and they have to get communication. And if it's not resolved, there's a problem. She said they did come back and tell them they were shipping through OwnTrack. She said, but they told us the product was shipped. I said, no, ma'am, that product is not shipped. I said, that product is not shipped through OwnTrack. I'm telling you it's not shipped. So she goes, and I said, if you want, I got screenshots. And she said, no, I see, because she went to OwnTrack and put it in. I said, if you notice, all it says is they created a label. It does not say, I said, as a matter of fact, it says, has not been received by the shipping company. That's what it says. I said, now, the 10th is this week, and I'm not seeing any way this is going to ride by the 10th. I said, and this is close to $300 of my money tied up. I could go through Amazon.com. Amazon said the product was going to be shipped for the frame to me on the 8th. It arrived 3 or 4 days after I ordered it. I done had that product sitting in my house over a week. I said, so I don't know what y'all are doing. And I said, and I'll be honest, I think I'll get rid of this vendor because if they can't communicate, I said, that seems like a little Ponzi scheme, like they getting people's money, saying they're going to ship something, they ain't doing nothing. She says, nope. She says, I'm going to go ahead and get your credit. So I'm just waiting for the credits to come in. I went to Amazon.com and found a 10-inch mattress, a few dollars cheaper than this. And if I could order today, it would be here Friday. So I'm going to be ordering that mattress. I'm looking through, I'm looking at other ones, but the one that stands out is this one that I saw. And I think I'm going to order it. It's got that infusion and it's memory foam. They had other mattresses that were supposed to be 12 inches. They have the springs in them. But spring mattresses, if they're made too cheap, the springs end up shooting through the frame. So I think I'm going to go with the memory foam thing, where it has the hard foam. And this one said it's firm and soft. I really like firm mattresses. But if it's firm and soft, as long as it's 10 inches or more on that mattress, I'm straight. So, and the frame is 14 inches. So the mattress thickness to me is just, I don't want to be feeling the slaps from the metal. And if it's too thin, then it's gonna be, So I'm not, and I'm a big girl, so you gotta have it. Even once I lose the weight, I'm old. I'm old, so I know that is important to me. So I'll be ordering that. But yeah, Best Choice Products, and I'll be putting a link, and I'm gonna put everything about y'all. If y'all ever use their stuff, you see it, run, don't walk. You don't want it. You want to leave them alone. What's the other one I said? Intex Self Airing Mattresses. Don't get it. Don't do it. Go with their little cheaper ones. Don't go with their Intech. And I don't have a problem ordering from Walmart. I've ordered from Walmart. Everything has shown up. You just got to be careful with their third-party vendors. And the resolution was, they resolved it. So that much I'm happy about. She sent me a written confirmation of the credit I'm supposed to get. So that way, if that credit don't come through, all I got to do is contact my bank and dispute it on my card. But y'all be careful. Today, though, I did talk to one of my former truck driver friends. And he lived next door to me when I was at Pasadena Gardens. We all got kicked out at the same time. He retired. It was funny because I don't know how old Larry is, but I had the best conversation with him. And he used to work for a union-based trucking company. So he was like Bill. He'd been in trucking for a long time. His last company he was with was a company here in Arizona called First Fleet. And he did a lot of he did a lot. I think he did like Kroger or something like that. And all he did was go from, I think it was produce. He went from Arizona to Nevada and back to Arizona. He was in his bed, if not every night, every other night. And so he was a cool dude. And we talked, and he's still living. When he moved out, he moved to some apartments up the street. He told me them apartments cost him for a one bedroom was like $1,200 a month. I was like, oh, sweet mother of God, Jesus. Because I was paying $1,400 for a 2 bedroom. And I told him what I was paying now. He's like, dude. And we got in touch with each other because the real estate lady is our old landlord lady that I have. And so she manages properties for owners. So she sells property, but she also deals with private owner stuff. So like when I get ready to buy, I will go through probably Pam. Because she's always, anything I needed, if I say this is what I want, she does it. I mean, she like, even when I told her I would need a handyman, I said, you still talk to Tony? And she's like, what do you need and when do you need it? Just let me know and I'll have him come help you. I was like, whoa. I mean, just totally cool people. So Pam, I think she might be Jewish. She's a Jewish or German because it's like Morgan something is the last. That's like a Stern, like one of those songs. She's Jewish. And so cool people. I like my Jewish folks. So she cool people. But yeah, so I'm doing that, and then everything. I'll show y'all a tour once I move everything in or have everything moved in. Like I said, I'll be calling tomorrow and moving companies. I'm probably I used to use fireman movers, and I think that's what I'm going to try to use. I used them, or they referred me to another fireman who moved me from the gentrification drama into the. And this time I don't have any heavy furniture. Everything I got is boxes, bins, and hard furniture. So all my kitchen stuff will come in. I'll have all my kitchen cooking stuff. Y'all, I have a rotisserie, and I haven't been eating meat. But you want to talk about a mean rotisserie chicken? My rotisserie chicken be on hit. It's good as hell. Look, I haven't eaten that much meat now. When did I had meat? Well, I have fish. I do like fish and shrimp. And I do have the ham still up in there, and I got to do that. And I got a few little bits of turkey, and I'm going to use those. I'm going to be making a pot of beans. All that's going to go in the beans. And that'll be the last of my meat. Well, I might make a soup. And that'll be the last of my meat. I've been doing a lot of vegetables. Like right now, my refrigerator is full. The whole bottom is full. And I got those Debbie Green bags because I've been having my vegetables last longer. And I need to get something to hold onions. Because I am off this back, we get those little fruit flies or whatever. And honey, once they get to a vegetable, they're horrible. My little onions, some of them was soggy. They done got to my little sweet potatoes I had in here, little buttholes. So I need to get a potato. I need to get a potato and a onion storage bin. And I'm gonna look on Amazon and see if I can find one. I knew there was a company I used to go and get their, what's the name of that company? It's one of those, oh shoot, what's the name of the company? Multi-level marketing companies. I forgot the name of the company. Anyway, Amway. I used to do Amway. And Amway had some, that's actually, I like them. Amway had some bins, some onion and potato storage bins. But I'm going to see if I can find it on Amazon. But yeah, so me and Amazon, if you want something right away and you don't want no drama, Amazon, especially if it's big money. The small stuff, I'll probably do that through Walmart. But any big stuff, me and Walmart can't jack with each other no more. Not on their third-party vendors. No, and hell no. Sad part was the rating on them was good. The reviews were pretty good. There were a couple of bad things, but overall, one guy did mention he gave them a 4-star review, but he mentioned he had to contact them about something, and he had to end up going back to Walmart because the company's response rate, they didn't respond good. So that was his only complaint. But he said the mattress was fine because I researched the mattress. But yeah, so hopefully they'll get this credit. They just did the credit today, so usually she's talking about 5 days, but normally y'all know with electronics, those credits show up like it'll be there within probably tomorrow or the next day. As soon as that credit's in there, I'm gonna order my mattress. And Amazon, like I said, Amazon didn't dick around. That frame was here within I'm gonna say about 3 to 4 days from the time I ordered it. UPS put it right at the door. Yeah, I think she went to go work out. Chicago BBW. She said something about some kind of class. So anyway, everything's going good. I don't know if y'all been watching the protest. It is now international based, which I've never seen this before. And this is to me like a move of God. But it's international based. I mean, Asian countries, Asian countries are BLM, Black Lives Matters. I was like, I thought I saw Asia, Italy, the whole bunch of countries done got involved in this. This is going international. And the UK was talking about their police abuse that go over there. And it's funny to me that a lot of the slave-based countries are the ones that are complaining the most. And don't get me wrong, I know that the abuse of power is just abuse of power, regardless of whether you're a cop or not. Yeah, Chicago, you got hit bad. Philly got hit bad. Was it Minnesota got hit bad? Arizona, we had a mall that was tore up, which, like I said, Scottsdale Fashion Square. I was really shocked because it is a heavy-duty Anglo area. But they did tie, I guess they found that this was they found some high school students or some high school students tied to the looting. What I'm going to tell you is that a lot of people are discovering that the looters are either being paid and or coming in from heavy extremist groups in order to invalidate the protest. But we've seen that die down, and I think we've seen it die down because it's been exposed that it is some of these, like somebody who's trying to cause, and I almost don't even want to give this particular group power, but it's a racist group of folks who are trying to cause a divide. And they're trying to make it look as though the protests are violent, so forth. I think Trump is using this word Antifa. Like, oh, he learned a new word. God forgive me. That brother right there. Oh, it's like dealing with a 2-year-old, like dealing with my father. And so I'd be like, he learned a new word. Ooh, you learned a new word, Johnny. Anyway, that baby right there. Him and my dad. I'm serious, they could really be brothers. They really could. Hot ass mess. God forgive me for saying it that way, but they're a hot mess, both of them. But they figured out that a lot of that was coming. Hold on, somebody say. Nah, I'm not shocked. I mean, you've always had racism and just ignorance, and you're going to have it in every facet. There's always going to have, and I hate the word racist, ethnic divide, and race and racist and all that stuff. And you got people who, for whatever reason, folks just want to be buttholes. I had a driver. He called me the other night, and I had to shut him down. I shut it down. I shut it down in that conversation once I realized what he's doing. So he was saying something about his truck, and something was going on with the truck, and he says, yeah. And I said, well, did you need anything else? He says, oh, in case you can get me some of those bumpers. And I call them Bambi bumpers. He called them something else. And I was like, oh, okay. And he says, you didn't get the joke. And I was like, and I'm thinking he's talking about hitting a deer. And I said, oh, yes, yeah, you know that the starter companies ain't gonna put no Bambi bumpers on your truck. I'm thinking that's what he's joking about. I didn't realize what he's joking. Let me tell you where he's going. So he proceeds to say his load was delivered in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And so I'm talking about, I was like, yeah, I had some Bambi bumpers on a couple trucks I had, boop-de-boop-de-boop. I'm telling them everything I'm all proud about my truck, boop-de-boop-de-boop. This ninja, white guy, pretty sure, he proceeds to say, well, so what he's telling me, he wants the Bambi bumper so he can run over the protesters. When he told me that, I said, first of all, I don't joke like that. I said, those are human beings. And I said, and you're a truck driver with a CDL. I don't joke like that. There is not anything funny about that. I said, so as far as I'm concerned, and he shut it down. I said, I'm not going to joke like that. I said, I'm thinking you're talking about deer or just this. I said, no, I don't joke like that. I said, is there anything else you need? No. All right. Have a good day. I don't, I have to shut it down. And you know, because that to me is ignorant. Also, for you to threaten that and you're still with the CDL, that tells me exactly where your mind is at. I would never, ever, ever think, never, ever, ever think to threaten anybody with running them over in my truck. Never. Not human beings, not walking. That's a freaking problem. Yeah, and that guy, and that's what I'm saying. the sad part, Chicago BBW, is that there are people, some of these people who are saying this, their mind is so twisted they'll actually do it. Here in Arizona, we have some of the little convenience stores. They just put a video up. It was filmed. This lady's not even black. I think she was Latino. Her and her friend were at the convenience store getting something. Another patron comes in and says, "Your kind is not welcome here." This other, a white, I think he sounded, I'm going to say this, sounded if he was Anglo, filmed it. There was a confrontation between this white woman and this Latino girl. I don't know if I see the link, I'll try to put it below. She turns around, this is here in Arizona, and she starts telling her, "Well, you're not welcome here, you can't." And so the store guy, he's trying to, clerk is just trying to handle the business. You know, he's like, "I don't want to get involved." So, see, and that's where we need to get involved. We need to start calling these little folks that want to sit there and stay in their ignorance of stuff from 300 years ago. Then you know what? Go live in your damn bubble in your house. Go take your geopolitical views back in your house. America is a country that is made up of so many different doggone people. Matter of fact, the person working at that store is possibly a minority who got to sell you your stuff. So you're crazy. She proceeds to say, "Well, what country are you from?" The girl said, "B, I'm from this country. What country are you from?" I was like, "Oh, sweet Jesus." Look, that Latino girl. See, but the sad part is we're in 2020 and you got people who are doing this. I'm like, what in the hell is wrong with you? So, and I'm going to cut this soon here, but she turns around. And so she then goes up to the Latino girl, like confronts her in her face and grabs her. That Latino girl said, popped her one. I was like, "You've done it. I'm like, this lady is crazy as hell." It would reminded me, I don't know if y'all saw the video on the news of the black guy in the park. And he had asked the lady to leash her dog, but he was trying to give the dog treats, and she started flipping out. And then she told him that she's going to call the police. And then you hear how she's talking. Had he not filmed that, that boy would have had a whole nother day with the New York police. They would have probably whooped his butt for attacking a white woman. And he didn't do, this man, he minded his own business. He ain't bothering nobody. He walking in the park, gave the dog a treat. And that lady, you could tell, I'm like, okay, all the rocks ain't in the box. But that's, you get these people who get like that. They're at a certain level in their life and they're racist as hell. You got one lady who was like a lawyer who spit on a, I'm like, what? But the truth of who people are is coming to the surface. So all these people that, and they feel emboldened to do that based on the current leadership and climate we have. But now you have a world that's saying, we don't care who the hell is in office. No, the hell more. And what's beautiful about it is not just us. The number of Anglo and other minorities coming out and other ethnic groups in support of change is just beautiful. And when I saw, I forgot it was China. I don't know what country it was. And I'm not just talking about we support. Their people are coming out in protest. United Kingdom, I thought Italy was one. I forgot. There was like a bunch of different countries. The Denver Broncos, they had some of their players just come out in support to march with the protesters today. They filmed that. And I'm old, but hey, I'm beautiful. I'm like, it's a worldwide shaking. It's a worldwide saying enough. Anyway, y'all, it's almost 60 minutes. I got to go out here and check on the water again. I put a picture up of my tacos I had earlier, and that's probably what I'm going to have for dinner because I still got some meat left over. Actually, I got some shrimp up there. So I might saute some shrimp and make me some shrimp tacos. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I made a slaw and then make that, and that's going to be dinner tonight. The green tortillas are a cactus-based tortilla. It's like they take cactuses and mix it up to make that, so I'm going to do that. But y'all be blessed. England needed to have after the way they treated Meghan Markle. There's a whole bunch going. It's going on everywhere, and I believe God is in this. I believe God is calling for us to become. We justice needs to be served. We got a lot going on in our country, but there's worldwide issues right now, and God is shaking some trees. It's giving us a last ditch effort as Christians, I think, to reach. But I believe that we're going to have to do that. We're going to have a short amount of time to do it before everything else, because it's also set the stage for other stuff. We'll have a short amount of time to do it before other stuff happens. But I really believe there's going to be a last day kind of a harvest of people who are really interested in Christianity after this. When I see Anglo people crying because they're now evaluating their own biases, their own prejudices, and seeing it, because that, like I said, that video, it impacted everybody. It didn't matter what ethnic group he was in. The part of it that was so sad was it's just the way, the boldness of it, the nonchalant, I don't care attitude. He sat there with his hands in his pocket. Then you got the lady who's in her house, and they walk in her house, they shoot this woman up, and then say, wrong house, leave, don't even call. Don't even call. Her boyfriend had to call to get the emergency people to come and then kill this woman in her bed and leave like it's nothing. Like, what? Who created you? What? I can't. My worst enemy. I got some people I can't stand. My worst enemy, I wouldn't do that to. I couldn't. Anyway, y'all, 2 and 2 be blessed. Peace.